Hi there, Serial Trader here. Let's check in with weed. Alright, so we had another down day, but important, we didn't take out the low of this bullish engulfing candlestick, and that was at 37.20. And that equivalent low on CGC was 28.27. So both of those key levels held. And just on weed here, I'll just get rid of this T-line for a moment, and I'll bring up the 50-day simple moving average. Okay, moving average, and we'll get the 50-day period on here. All right, so you'll see that we've just come down now, and basically just reacting off that 50-day simple moving average, and that's a common area where institutions, if they're looking to be long a certain stock, that's a typical area for them to add to a position or establish a new position if they're not already long the market here. So it's nice to see it react off of that 50-day simple moving average. And if it was just a 50-day simple moving average on its own, okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's definitely worth keeping an eye on, though, knowing that that kind of behavior often takes place on or around the 50-day in a uptrending stock. But if we go down here, okay, so this is a 30-minute chart of weed, and you'll see that not only does that 50-day simple moving average come into play, we also have the bottom of this channel. Here, I'll just momentarily clear this up a bit, get rid of these other channels. So I drew this base channel yesterday, and that's just connecting, what may be a 1 or A up, 2 or B down, in parallel off the origin of wave 1 or A. And now we've basically just come down just to touch the bottom of this channel, this base channel, and now starting to react off of it. And importantly, again, we didn't take out that key level of 37.20, so that's intact. And that also happens to be just right around that 50-day simple moving average on the daily chart. So a nice confluence there of kind of a support zone. And we also got nice and oversold here in the 30-minute RSI. We got well into the 20s, mid 20s or thereabouts, and now starting to react off of there. So, I mean, there's not much breathing room here as far as this key level staying intact, but it's looking promising that we're going to react here, make a higher low, and then hopefully or potentially, reignite this uptrend. And just on a real short-term basis, maybe we just have a small degree 1-2 here, right? And you're gonna have a 3, 4, 5, something like that. I'll just drop that down to minuet. So possible we're working something like this, right? Certainly possible. And it doesn't have to go up this far, obviously. This is the more bullish scenario where we're going to break out of this base channel and, look at that 1.618 relationship or something like that. But at least come up to the top of this channel, I'm still anticipating. And, at least test this 42 level. And then if we resist there and start rolling over, okay, now maybe we can think about establishing a bearish trade. But right now, it really doesn't look like downside is the way to go. It looks like we still have some near-term upside. So I'm sticking to that as long as we can hold this level. And like I said, I moved my stop up to just below this level yesterday, and admittedly, it got quite close to it today, and I was thinking, well, maybe it's gonna be time to reverse positions and buy some puts. But no, it didn't happen. It held. So that's why it's a key level. It needs to hold, and it did so far. And okay, so also for a fib retracement, just this initial move up off that bottom. Okay, and I believe, yeah, we got just right around that 786 retracement. So a deep retracement, although wave 2s can certainly be deep. And right around that 786 area, right around that 50-day simple moving average on the daily, and then right around the bottom of this base channel and starting to react back upwards. So cautiously looking higher here. Although you know, always gets a little more uncomfortable when you know your stop is, you know, within oh, how low did we get here? You know, when it's within 30 cents or so of being stopped out. It doesn't take a very large move for that to happen. But hey, that's significant. If it can't make a lower low, if it can't take out the stop, then you know maybe we're onto something here. So certainly no reason to get out unless that gets triggered. And next week, definitely still favoring short-term upside. Now, if we go to just the Thinkorswim CGC chart, this is just the hourly. You know, you can see this oscillator. It's pretty good at illustrating tops and bottoms on various time frames. So this is the hourly. You see here when the oscillator was here, that was a nice bottom. You see here that was a less significant bottom, but still a bottom of sorts. And then certainly over here, the extreme of this move came off of that. So just by looking at these various technicals and also you know, other support levels, really looks like should be curling back up here fairly shortly. And just to delete this channel and clean up like I did on the other chart. So here's our base channel on CGC, and again, same as we, just finding support right at this lower trend line of the base channel, and didn't make a lower low, so we held above the key level on CGC, which was 28.27, went as low as 28.50. Okay, so definitely testing these levels, but so far it's passed the test. But this really needs to reverse essentially immediately, starting next week on Monday, and start heading back up. Otherwise, we could have some sort of you know, larger decline at hand here, but we won't cross that bridge till we get to it. All right. Well, hopefully that was a decent update for now, and I'll make some more videos on the weekend as I have time. Serial Trader signing off.